Michael sat down to talk about the high-profile case, his 16 months in jail, and the day he heard that not guilty verdict. And if those same kind of changes happen again, Carol says she'll be recommending that the changes go district-wide.
Like, I can show you pictures of 13, 14-year-olds with guns and scopes on their social media. Like it's nothing.
I don't have any grounds to open up a new investigation.
But you could.
And certainly, yeah.
I've gone out to the property multiple times. I've called and emailed.
Okay, I've called this number before and I haven't gotten any answers recently. Is there a different number I should be calling? There's no one here who can chat with me? No? Okay, well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys have a great day.
The people at Crown Hill Cemetery have fallen as silent as their sprinklers. It's not easy, especially considering it's only been 6 weeks since Aiden was shot and killed, but she is being open and she is being honest about how she's feeling, and it helps us tell the story of what this violence does to families. Released after spending 16 months here in the Denver jail, Michael Hancock walked out those doors this afternoon a free man. We know that a suspect was barricaded inside a home in this neighborhood yesterday because those homeowners took us inside and showed us the damage that he did there. The most distinct difference in the shooting data is race. If violence was happening at a similar rate across all races, violence victims in Denver would be mostly white because the county is more than half white. But that's not how it's happening.
Everything can change in an instant. And in this case, it did.
Entire towns in Ecuador have been reduced to piles of rubble.
Brick and debris were falling on us.
A crushing 7.8 magnitude earthquake hit Ecuador. For me, and I think for most people, it was the fear of not knowing what was going to happen next.
When we realized that he was right up there, we would stand down here and yell up at the window.
Every week for 16 months, right up at that window is where they would look for him.
We used to just stand out here and collectively yell.
Yelling "I love you" to a jail cell.
They'd be like, "What do you want to say, Mike?" I'd be like, "I'll say I love you. 1, 2, 3.
5 days after Michael Hancock's release from the downtown Denver jail, he's back.
I'm good as long as you're home, babe. I love you so much.
This time, by choice.
Yeah, I could see a sliver, like it was like so small. And we put our face up there. That's what they're doing right now over there. For real. They look outside through that sliver just to see something.
He and his family are here to pray.
I knew that God was going to do something. And through this 16 months, He brought our family together. He strengthened our faith.
Last week, Michael was acquitted, found not guilty of first-degree murder.
My God, we thank you. We thank you for freedom.
These prayers are for the men and women still inside.
Fighting for those that are locked up and praying around the jail because, once again, I feel like the only reason why I'm out is because God heard the people that were praying for me.
Their family is on a mission to reform a justice system they feel is broken.
And that's why we go back down, because we want people to know that they're not forgotten.
They're still getting used to having him home. He's still getting used to being here.
Like, just to be touched, you know what I mean? And to get hugs, like, it's so crazy. You know what I mean? I missed him a lot. Yeah, what? Yeah, I missed him, man.
All the while, never forgetting the family whose father won't be coming back.
I'm here, you know, and I know my family, we're here for them, you know, if they want us to be.
Finally, the Hancocks are moving forward.
My name is Zoe and I'm in kindergarten.
Zoe Ross knows what she likes.
Good.
Pancakes.
Yes.
Her mom.
You go, girl.
Animals.
This one's a little crazier than the other one.
The 5-year-old also knows what she doesn't like.
Mom.
Yes.
Please don't do my hair ever again.
She doesn't apparently like her mother doing her hair, but...
Her mom, Simone, totally gets it.
We are wrapping it up.
Simone Ross has had this feeling, just under different circumstances.
I was working for a large corporation, and I went to work wearing my new braids that I'd gotten done over the weekend, and my manager had so many questions. Then she wanted to touch them, which was incredibly invasive.
It's called hair discrimination. For the hairdressers,
the time back in 2010.
For the lawmakers.
Since I think I was 5 when I got my first relaxer.
Stories like Simone's
are too familiar.
And I overheard her telling some other people in the department, looking at her working today is like watching a monkey in the zoo.
A upper management supervisor basically told me that I looked like Ancient Mama.
So when I came into the General Assembly, I didn't even think about wearing my hair naturally.
Colorado may become the 4th state to ban hair discrimination with the Crown Act.
It will let that young girl or that young boy know that you are good enough despite whatever texture of your hair.
A bill that's already well on its way through the Capitol.
It is a lot bigger than just hair. It's about celebrating us for who we are.
Okay.
Zoe still doesn't like this morning ritual.
Because it hurts when my mom does it.
But she knows what she likes about her hair.
That it's brown.
And this bill will make sure that no one can make her feel differently. As a parent, you know your kid is special. But if your child really is gifted and talented in the classroom, it's up to teachers to see that.
And we found that there were a large percentage of students that were just slipping through the cracks because teachers didn't think to nominate them.
Slipping through the cracks. That's what was happening to students in the Aurora Public School District.
And we knew that there were gifted students out there, and we were not able to identify them using the process that we had. And teachers were frustrated, and we were frustrated.
Carol Dallas is the district's gifted education coordinator. And she was concerned because in a district that's 15% white, 54% Hispanic, the gifted education program was mostly white.
We work with these students every day. We know their names. We just had to correct this.
Instead of waiting on teachers to recommend students for testing, Aurora Public Schools tested every student at 10 pilot schools using a localized test. The results shocked even Carol.
I was not expecting this equity shift. I thought there'd be something, but not this dramatic.
Representation across every race changed significantly.
Black representation increased by 9 percentage points, Hispanic increased by 8, and Asian overrepresentation was reduced by 5 percentage points. So it was significant.
The pilot program revealed a lot of change, and not just in race representation. The new numbers include more girls, more immigrants, more English language learners, and more free and reduced lunch students.
We're finding those kids a place, and that's really who they are. And once kids find that, and you program for that, they soar. It's amazing.